I picked up these 2 sticks from the Dollar Tree. They are 18 inches long and 2 inches wide. And I'm going to start by staining them with General Finishes Gel Stain. And this is Antique Walnut. And I'm just using a Gen foam brush to apply it. And I'm going to do both sticks. Then I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe it back. And now I'm going to set them aside to dry. I found these 4 wooden mason jar shaped plaques. I'm going to start by taking off all this floral from the top. I did need a razor blade to get some of the glue off. I probably didn't have to work that hard because I kind of ended up covering it, but I did take the time to get all the pink flower off with the razor blade. And I did this with all 4. I started by using Wise Owl White Primer. This is not, a necessity. The thing is that you're going to use a lot less product using the primer first to block out that lettering. And I'm not too worried about the greenery. So once you apply the primer, you're going to allow it to dry for 4 hours. And then you can proceed to your snow owl. I'm going to go with the white snow owl. But you can use any color you prefer. This actually would come out nice with the Higgins Lake even, especially for this fall season. So these are all primed and painted. And I'm going to take some eucalyptus leaves that I have on this garland here. Actually, I think this is something that's supposed to go around a candle. And I glued the leaves over the greenery on the mason jar. The greenery on the mason jar doesn't look that bad, but close up it kind of does. So you may want to cover it. So really any leaf, any greenery would do. And really you can use your imagination and decorate these however you choose. This is just the way that I'm doing it. Then I took a piece of jute and I wrapped it around several times. There's a groove at the top, kind of just like a mason jar that I wrapped it in. And I glued that down, and I did this to all 4 of them. Now I'm going to bring my sticks back into play. You can use a ruler, but I'm kind of strange and I use weird things. So I lined mine up and I used these beads as spacers. And I kind of just eyeballed them being even on my boards. And I'm using E6000 and then hot glue. The hot glue just allows us to set instantly while the E6000 is drying. And it's the E6000 that you're really going to need to have it held there for long periods of time. And I went through and I glued each mason jar on and then removed the beads. I found these letters at Walmart. They're adhesive burlap letters. I'm in love with them. They're very sticky once you take the back off. And we're going to spell out the word fall. My dilemma was it only had 1 L in the package. So I took the I. It had 2 vowels. So I took 2 I's and I created an L and matched it up to the other one to create my last L there on the end. So now once I had a plan, I went and I removed the adhesive off the back of the burlap letters. And then laid them down. except for the F. I let the F peek out on the one side so you could see what the letter was. I did tuck them under the leaves at the top. And this one, remember, I had to piece together to get my second L. These are very sticky. There's no need for any other glue. So I found these sunflowers also at the Dollar Tree, I believe. And I'm going to take a little tiny burlap bow. I found this burlap also at the Dollar Tree. I used some greenery for my center tie because these were small, so it just was easier just to use something small. And I glued it in the left corner of my F and then placed the sunflower nearby. And then the A and the L, the center mason jars, I just glued the sunflowers. And then the last L, just to make everything kind of flow, I created another small bow and put that to the right side of my mason jar. And then added my last sunflower. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitofancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfers, or mesh stencils, chalkitofancy.com. Thank you so much for watching.